Look at the urgent need for foster families in New York's North Country. Currently, in New York State, there are more than 16,000 kids in foster or kinship care.
Breaking down the numbers in our region, there are 79 in Clinton County, 137 in Franklin County, and 58 in Essex County.
Our Kelly O'Brien has been looking into what's driving these numbers and what's being done about it. And Kelly, how did we get here?
Well, Darren, Kat, this is about families in crisis. Experts I spoke with said the need to place kids has grown over the last 10 years. Substance abuse, including the opioid epidemic, started the trend, and now the COVID-19 pandemic has fueled it to new heights. But fostering is part of the solution. I met with a foster family that says fostering can offer a tremendous reward that will last a lifetime.
Lily, do you remember the Wheatley family song?
If you ask the Wheatleys of Peru, they will tell you they're blessed.
We both knew that we wanted a big family.
Kristen and Peter found each other in their 30s, fell in love, and started a family fast. They always knew that fostering was in their hearts.
We had saw that there was a need in our county, and so while she was pregnant with our first daughter, Grace, we became certified foster parents.
Taking in their first foster kids when their own daughter, Grace, was just 6 months old. But the North Country needs more Wheatleys.
Definitely, I would call it a crisis. There are dozens of children, sometimes hundreds, but always dozens.
The pandemic is adding more stress to an under-resourced system.
The isolation and the mental health and wellness concerns that have been exacerbated by the pandemic have increased strain and tension within households, which has led to an increased number of homes being unstable.
Of the 79 children in Clinton County, about 40% are under 5 years old. And as the kids get older and enter their teens, the Department of Social Services finds it harder to find a family willing to take them in.
It's easy to find a foster home for a baby. It might not be easy to find a foster home for 5 siblings. It might not be easy to find a foster home that's willing to take a baby and a 17-year-old.
And if they can't find a place for the child in their home community, they're sent to another county or even out of state. Ideally, foster parents adopt the kids in their care, but even that wonderful outcome has a downside.
It's almost always a little crisis because as children get adopted out of foster care, I need to continue to replace the roster of foster parents in order to care for the children that continue to come in.
So I was in foster care for 4 years now, I believe.
Kiana Wheatley is 15 years old. She entered the foster care system when she was 11, moving around, sometimes being separated from her brothers and sisters.
I don't know, I felt like the whole world was against me and I just felt trapped, you know. And I just felt like I couldn't get out of like a tiny box and I just felt like everybody was against me.
But she says something has changed over the last year.
I think my maturity level has definitely changed a lot. Before, I was like a little bit of a bad kid, but now I'm like really good. I'm on top of school.
After working with her caseworker and her newly adopted family, she's understood the situation in a new light and has a new appreciation for her caseworker.
Hated them, and I just felt like they just wanted like me to get taken away from my family. At the end, I knew that she was doing the right thing for me and that she had faith in who I was, and it's like she just wanted to help and just wanted to be there for me every step of the way.
Kiana and her 12-year-old brother Josh are the newest addition to the Wheatley family. They were formally adopted earlier this year.
I just really wanted to stay with my brother. I feel like, I mean, even without getting adopted, I didn't really want to be in the foster care system anymore. I feel like there was just a lot of pressure and a lot of weight going on my shoulders.
The Wheatleys' family growing to 9, including their newest foster kid who is a sibling of Kiana and Josh.
There's kids out there that are in need. There's kids and families that are hurting.
The Wheatleys say the biggest reason they hear someone won't foster is the fear of being attached.
You're going to get attached, you're going to love them, it's going to be hard, but it's going to change your life and it's going to change theirs. And there's nothing you could do that would make it easy, but just at the end of the day, the reward that everybody gets from it is amazing.
And the Wheatleys said it over and over again to be the village. If you can't take a foster kid in full time, there are other things you can do. You can offer respite services, which is short term, taking them for a weekend or even just a few hours. And if you can't do that, They said even befriending a newly placed foster kid can make a world of a difference. Now, New York recently started the federal Family First program at the end of September, and that focuses keeping kids with kin. We're going to take an in-depth look into that next week and see how it's changed the foster care system here in New York. We're live in Plattsburgh tonight. Kelly O'Brien, Channel 3 News.